Now then, welcome to the channel, Lake District and Loweswater, as you can see over there. And if you watched our last video when we went up Fell Barrow, we parked in exactly the same place. But today we're going the opposite side of Loweswater. We're heading up Burnbank Fell, Blake Fell and Gavel Fell, and then back down to Loweswater and along the banks and back to the car. So as we head off through the fields, we'll have a quick look at the route. So we've come up a bit of tarmac lane, now on this bridleway through the fields, and I'm sure last time we came the bridleway came straight through that farmyard, so they must have had it diverted when we passed that signpost for Fang's Brow. That must have been the diversion. No great hardship, and we've left them when we branched off onto this bridleway with that lane going up there. I mean, every man and his dog was on it. I seem to recall last time we were here, this bit was busy and around the shores of Loweswater, but we didn't see many people on the tops. So hopefully that'll be the same today. On we go. Go on. So we're onto the open fell now, and that looking back there behind us, that's over to where we were on the last video, looking over Darling Fell, which we avoided, over to, you can just see Low Fell there, and you can't see Fell Barrow. Right, so we swing left off this bridleway pretty soon, and then we start climbing up Burnbank Fell. So just through that gate there, which nearly fell off its blooming hinges when I opened it. The bridleway carries on over there by the wall, and we've branched off onto this path, which goes, hang on, goes up there. There are a couple of people in front of us up there. So yeah, it gets steep now. So I'll probably see you when we get to the top of that bit. Well, the gradient has eased now. Oh, that was steep coming up there. It got me thinking about steep ascents. Not scrambles or climbs, but steep paths. And I was thinking of Steel Fell from Dunmill Raise. That's just about straight up as soon as you get out at car. And Pen, which is a Burkitt, top of Eskdale, just below Scarfell Pike. That's steep as well. So let me know in comments what's the steepest ascents you've done. I say not scrambles or climbs, but steep paths. They're the two steepest, certainly in the Lake District I can think of. So yeah, drop us a comment. Let me know about steep ascents. Probably just get out of breath reading about them. Right, so we come to a little, like a ridge here, and we turn right onto a bit of a plateau, I think, to take us to the top of Burnbank Felt. Upwards. So we're on Burnbank Fell, coffee and a chew. We've come up from over here. I don't know if you can see it right around, but this ridge here we've come up, and beyond that, I've got my back to you. Beyond that is where we were on last video. There's Mosser Fell right over there, Fell Barrow, Low Fell, Loweswater Fell, and Darling Fell. Then right in the far distance in the clag is Skidder, the Northern Fells. Over here, this way, coming round this way is Whiteside and Grassmoor in the clag. These here are Burkitts. The end is Carling Knot, and I can't remember the name of this here. I'm not sure if one of them's a Burkitt or they're both Burkitts, but we've done them. First time we came up here, we went over there and did them. Charlie tucking into his chew there, look. So next we're going up there, which is Blake Fell, and other side of that is Gavel Fell. And then if you come right down here, there's a couple of Burkitts over there as well. High Pen, Low Pen is it, and then down there, I don't know if you can see on here, but there's Cogra Moss, and that one there, other side of Cogra Moss, forgotten its name. I'll put it on screen. Yeah, that's it. And then over that way is to the sea. Right, so we're going to have coffee, and Charlie's finishing his chew. If you'd like to help us out, you could buy us coffee and a chew for a future episode. You could scan that QR code there. That takes you to Buy Me a Coffee. You could buy us coffee and a chew for a future episode. If you'd like to help us out, bringing you the videos, that'd be much appreciated. So yeah, I'm going to finish this. Charlie's finished his, and then up there to Blake Fell. So we come through that squelchy bit in that depression back there, and now it's the final steepish climb up to Blake Fell. Quiet around here. There are people on the fells, but they're dotted around, they're well spaced out. Yeah, it's nice and peaceful. Whew. Right, up we go to Blake Fell. So that's Blake Fell done. We've just come away from the actual summit. Oh, where's it gone? Now that's looking down on Cogra. It's quite a nice view, that, isn't it? We've done a walk around there. I can't remember what that's called. We did that. We parked over near, there's some old ironstone quarries, isn't there? Above Ennerdale. We parked over there, and I think we came through this forest track. We did a load of burkits around there. So yeah, that's a nice view. Right, so we're going off that way. I think that's Gavel Fell over there. You see Starling Dodd, Great Bourne, up to Red Pike, Fleetwith Pike over there, Pillar in the far distance, and I don't know if you can see on here, it's just top end of Ennerdale water there. Right, yeah, lovely. So we're going to get over there to that one. I've forgotten its name already, and I think we'll have some lunch over there. So we'll get off over there. So, somewhat irritatingly, we've lost all that altitude coming down from Blake Fell, and now we've got to pretty much gain it all again going up to Gavel Fell. This is the last ascent of the day, apart from, I seem to recall, near the end we drop down to a tarn, and I think there's a short steep section, well, it's not that steep, I don't think, on a track going up by some forestry, I think. And then we drop down through them trees down to the banks of Loweswater. I think it'll be busy down there. Still quite quiet around here. Like I said earlier, there are a few people dotted around, but they're well spaced out. No crowds to contend with. And it's not a bad day, I mean, the higher fells have got a bit of clag on them, looking over there to Grassmoor, and when we saw Pillar, that was all clagged in. No, we're fine here. Oh, lovely and still as well, hardly a breath of wind. Up we go. So that's Gavel Fell done, our last hill of the day. That's great views over there, isn't it? There's Great Bourne there, Herdus here, which is a burkitt. Can you see? Well, there. And then up to Great Bourne, and then Starling Dodd, and then over to Red Pike, Fleetwith Pike, and then over that way to Grassmoor, Melbreck, Hencombe. And if we come right back round this way, the other side of Starling Dodd is Pillar and Steeple. Yeah, lovely. So we're going to just drop down here and have our lunch. Well, that was a disastrous lunch. Not the food or the views. We just got sat down, the blooming coach party descended on us. And then two of them and a dog decided to sit themselves down right next to us and have their lunch, you know. We've had peace and quiet pretty much all the way around. We stopped for lunch and it's mayhem. But we're on our way down now. I think there's a burkitt down here. We've done it all before this. If you've been watching my videos, for me second round, I've been trying to get different routes up the hills. This one, I just couldn't find another way around to do all these three together. So we've just done the same route as first time we came up here. Pretty much. I mean, first time though we veered off down there to do them burkitts, and then second time we came up, we just did Burnbank fell, and we did a couple of burkitts over that way as well. I think there's a burkitt in front. I'll just show you. So that's where we're heading down straight over that lump in front of us. I'm not sure if that's a burkitt or not. I can't remember its name. When I get home and look at map, I'll stick it on and whether it is a burkitt or not. But yeah, it's all downhill for us now, apart from that little ascent after we pass that tarn down in the valley. Yeah, quiet again now as well. That's a great view as well, isn't it? Looking over to Grassmoor. Yeah, down we go. Well, it's a nice path, is this? Works its way down the ridge, and that's looking over to the burkitts that I can't remember the names of. I think I mentioned it earlier on, didn't I? If not, I'll have put names on, you'll know and I won't. And that behind us there, that's Black Crag. There must be more black crags in Lake District than any other feature. There's loads of them. And you just saw the tarn down there. That's not got a name. First time we came this way, I think we stopped for, I don't know if it was lunch or afternoon tea by that tarn. It was a lovely day during summer, long before the days of YouTubing though. Right, we'll continue to work our way down this ridge, and then the final bit of ascent that I mentioned. Can you see over there by those trees? There's a track goes up to the top of that plantation. That's the final little bit of ascent for us, and we drop down through them trees and down to Loweswater. Right, down we go. So we're dropping right down into the valley bottom, and then that last climb I was telling you about, we go over by this wall and then it's up there, look, to them trees, and then we head down through them trees and down to Loweswater. So we'll get ourselves down here and over the stream in the bottom. Ellie, this way, this way. So we're over the stream and we're on now the sting in the tail, this final climb up to that plantation. Whew. It's not too steep and it's lovely and peaceful again. Yeah, great, loving it. Right, I'll be loving it when we've got to the top of this little incline upwards. Oh, so we're up at that bit of an incline there. It's not too bad really. It's just coming at the end of it's 7.5 or 8 mile walk, something like that, after we've done 3 Wainwrights as well. So we just follow this wall by these trees for a bit, and then I think it's a gate in the wall. We go through that and then we follow a track that I think zigzags its way down the hill through the trees and brings us out on the shores of Loweswater. Oh, very pleasant. On we go. Well, what's all this about? Look, I'd forgotten there was a bit more up. Oh, blimey. I'm certainly working up a thirst, I know that. Right, upwards again. Well, I could have done without that, if I'm honest. Oh, I've had quite enough of up now. Thank you very much, walk. So, we're coming up to a gate here. I hope it levels off from that gate. Oh, that's if I can stay upright. And then to this other gate in the wall and the path through the plantation. Whew, seriously thirsty. On we go. So we've left the bridle way and now we're dropping down through the trees. You could carry on that way on that bridle way if you wanted. It's the same bridle way we were on right at the start when we saw them gravel bikers. So if you fancied going back that way you could do, but it'd mean retracing quite a lot of your route once you get back down just before the Fangs Brow car park area. Right, so we're going to head downwards through these trees. So there's been a lot of felling done since we were here last. There was a sign on the gate as we came into the plantation about tree disease. Is it larch that's affected by this disease? So they've been cutting them all down. I know there was one time we were in Ennerdale and they were doing the same there, cutting all larch down because they've got this disease. So I'm suspecting that could be the same. I can see a load of the cones all around the track, the larch cones. So I guess that's been it. Right, so not too far before we're on the shores of Loweswater. Right, downwards. This way, Charlie. This way. So there was a little deviation from our plotted route there. Ended up doubling back on ourselves a bit, but it's brought us back down onto the same track. Just look what we've come across here. So look, we've arrived at the wishing tree. I wonder what you have to do to make a wish. I'd wish to win lottery tonight if I knew how you did it. What are them things that are hanging in it? What are they? Oh, they're just rounds of wood, aren't they? There's a lot. Looks like they've rotted and dropped off. I hope the wish came true before they ended up on the floor. Right, so we'll continue along this track. So if we'd have stuck to our planned route, we'd have come down there. But we wouldn't have got to see the wishing tree then, though, would we? Right, so we're back on track now. We're out of the trees and down by the lake. It's a nice view, isn't it? Looking over to Grassmoor in the cloud. Yeah, brilliant. We've just had a blooming stupid woman with a dog there. It wasn't on one of these retractable lids. It was just on a absolutely massive, almost like a lunge line, pestering Charlie. Nearly sent me flying, wrapped me in knots. And she just, we're charging around. Just, I said, if he gets too much grief of it, he'll snap it. Oh, okay. Don't understand some people. So that bridle way, going off that way, that's the way we went this morning. That's a nice view, looking down Loweswater. Yeah, I'll wait until we get into the fields down there to sign off there. Right, we'll get down this road. So we're just about back at the car now. I'm going to sign off. It's been a great day. Absolutely loved it. Apart from the coach party at lunch and that daft woman with dog on blooming lunge line down there, tying me in knots and annoying Charlie. It's been brilliant. It's been fairly quiet. Yeah, it's been good. 3 more Wainwrights ticked off second time round. Been really good, thoroughly enjoyed it. No route finding issues. Great. So before I go, if you're watching my videos, why not pop into the community tab? I don't think it's called community tab anymore, is it now? And have a look at the Where's Charlie competition. 4 photographs from hills we've been up in the previous month. So if you've watched videos, you'll have a good idea of where they are. Costs an out to enter. Chance of winning a £10 Amazon voucher. So why not have a look at that? So yeah, if you've enjoyed today's walk, please give it a like, subscribe, ring that notification bell, commenting, sharing, all that usual malarkey. And just before I go, subscribing. I don't think it's the right word, isn't subscribing, because it gives the impression you've got to pay. You don't, it costs out. It's just like following on Facebook. Just means you get to, if you ring the notification bell, you just get a notification every time I upload another video. So yeah, it costs now, helps the channel to grow, and it'd be much appreciated. So yeah, thank you very much. So hopefully we'll see you on the next one. Ta-ra!